Okay, y'all, we're going to start out with a very important move, and I've already prepped it for those who came on. It was so wonderful seeing everybody. And those of you who get the inside joke and were there smelling the aroma, my dog Mac is sitting right here on the floor looking at me, doing you know what. I hope you're laughing by now. Okay, the first 5 of this particular move I'm going to do just with my body weight. Then I'm going to put on my weight vest. Some of you might want to put on a backpack, or or just use your body weight. We're going to attack one of the most important things of strength. It's actually a test of strength and mobility. And what is this thing that I'm talking about? Going from standing or laying in your bed to getting in the floor and getting back up out of the floor. So we're going to do various ways. The first 5, I might change how I get back up. But as I go back down, first of all, I'm going to stand right here at my chair. Okay, I'm going to do this kind of a stance. See that? I'm going to step up. I'm going to step back. So why am I not going to just go right into it? Because I'm using this, especially the first 3 to 5, get up and get down, to warm up, to get my mobility going, to oil my joints. Okay, see what I'm doing? I'm standing right here at the chair, breathing through my nose, dropping my shoulders, stepping back. There's Mac. Mac, go away. Some of you that were here yesterday are laughing with me. Put my hand right here, step back. Okay, and you do this until you feel a stretch in your heel and in your calf, and you feel this opening right here. And when I do that, I'm going to turn my thumbs back and I'm going to go back. Okay, now I'm doing what's called a split stance, but it's a backward step lunge position. And then I'm going to come back up from that. Take your body weight, and as you're going through this move, just understand that's what you're asking your joints, your bones, your muscles to handle your own body weight in this position, in a split stance. And you're going to be doing this some, okay? So I'm just doing it a couple times to get my proprioceptive systems up and running. Let's say it that way, okay? Because it's more than just your bones and your muscles and your brain on your proprioceptive systems. It's your hearing, it's your eyesight. Yes, it has to do with your smell too, okay? So this is because your nose system, when you have a sinus infection, a stuffy nose, what do we say? Oh, my sinuses are plugged. Well, what do you think your sinuses are? They all are in the system of your eustachian, your ears. Yeah, those eustachian tubes. Take a breath. So that affects your proprioceptive systems. Mac, you want to get up here? He can't get up. Now he's happy, I hope. Okay, so here I go. I stepped out. See how I over rotated and I just put my hand here? That's going to happen. That's what I want to happen when you're going through this very first procedure of getting your whole body prepped and ready to go into the floor. So I'm doing it step by step. My thumbs are back, my shoulders are down, my rib cage is up. Okay, I'm going to tuck my chin, come back up, get ready. I'm not going to do it fast. To slip the other leg back. And what you haven't seen is every time I've stepped back now, I've gone back maybe a half inch, maybe an inch further back. first entering move is so crucial to keeping our balance, okay? See how now I'm going back really far. My thumbs are out, chin is tucked, my shoulders are down, breathing through my nose. I've got my heel down in the back. And if you can't quite get your heel down, I'm telling you, you're not ready to go back that far, okay? Because your heel cords and your calf connecting to your hamstring is part of the hamstring apparatus are not flexible enough. So you need to make sure you have a chair, a wall, a bed, a counter. And when you do this backward stepping several times, as we are doing right now, it will key up all those systems that I'm wanting to get running, okay? So big breath. So I'm staying back here. So I'm in this position. Here's my chair. Now I'm going to do the second step to get myself down into the floor. I'm going to bend the back knee. I'm going to put my hand here if I need it. If I don't need it, then I'm just going to go down as far as I feel I can. And then if I can't go anymore, I'll come back up, put my heel down, and try it again. And if I can help myself by putting my hand here to get down to this point, then that's what you want to do. If you can't get it down there without using a chair, you got to be able to learn these mechanics. Now, right now, I am bending my back toe almost completely as far as it can go. And this is the toe that I had that operation on just about a week ago. If you guys are having a hard time getting to your knee, this is my knee replacement. I don't need one of these. It doesn't bother me. If you need your pad under your knee, do that, okay? Now I'm going to go straight from here. I'm going to take a big deep breath. And I'm going to use my chair. And I'm going to go ahead and flatten my foot out. So now I'm not bending my toe anymore. And then I'm going to bring the other leg back, okay? And I'm going to be right here. And you know what I'm going to do before I go on down? You know what I'm going to do? Put my hands here, lift my rib cage, and do a back extension, a hyperextension, right there. My gluteus are tight, and I'm lifting my rib cage, dropping my chin. Yeah, just open these. You should feel a little, not a huge stretch. You feel a stretch right here. If you're not to this point, you're standing and you're doing this, okay? Then you come back and you come to the chair and you go down as far as you can, and then you come back up, okay? So I'm here, and now I'm going to do the first into the floor. So I'm on all fours, just like this. And then I'm going to rotate and just sit down into the floor, which we've done many times. Anytime you get in the floor and you're going to play a game, if you're going to do any kind of, game playing with your kids or grandkids or dogs even, see, I'm right here. But right now, I want to take the time because I'm stretching right here because I told you the first 5 are going to be mobility. So see what I did? I moved my hands way back here, and this is being a powerful stretch now. So this is my hip replace side, okay? Drop your shoulders, take a breath, come back right to here before I go on down, because this is our orientation move. So now I'm here on this hip that's, in the last several years have been talking to me. I feel the stretch. That's number 1. If my hands are here, I want to move my hands out here, okay? I hope you're doing this with me. If you can't do this on the floor, what you're doing is you're sitting in the chair and you're doing the 90-90, where you're bringing your knees both to one side, then you go to the other side, and you will start opening right here, just like we're doing down here. Okay, now once I've done that, at least once or twice, now I'm going to go ahead and bring my elbow down, And then I'm gonna go ahead and lay totally down. So I'm gonna fold and roll, I call it. Fold and roll. So I'm right here. Take a big deep breath. And then I'm moving myself over so I don't hit my chair. I'm gonna roll. I'm in a fold. Now I'm rolling. And now I'm gonna come back to that second position, getting yourself down to the floor, okay? Now my tummy's gotta be tight. I gotta drop my shoulder here. Take a breath. Do not hold your breath during this. Now I'm going to push into my arms and come to all fours again. So if you can get to all fours, you're really doing really good, okay? So here I am. And now I'm gonna be by the chair. I haven't shown you the second technique of getting up. So I'm right here. I can use the chair or not. I'm gonna come up. There, that open. You gotta open here. You gotta bring this leg forward, one or the other, I don't care, okay? Take a big breath. Okay, now put your toes, curl them under and back. Got it? Because you can't get up from here if you don't curl those toes under. That's why working on your toes, the way we're doing it, is very, very important in your mobility management and strength. So it's stretching my foot right here. I can use the chair or just my leg. It's whatever you find the most challenging, but you can accomplish it. And if you get wonky, if you're getting off, if you're like, oh, I can't do this, then put your hand here. Put your hand here. Press on the toe in the back. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale. And you're up. Okay? So that's just getting down and up for our mobility move. We'll count it as one. All right? We'll count it as one. Now I'm going to put the other leg back because I'm going to do it on both. You got both of them that you got to get rolling. Too many people go into this too fast and then they blow it off and say, oh, I can't do that. You know, I'm telling you, this is one of the most important things you can do. And in the process of doing this, you're going to get more mobile, better balance. You're going to get all those joints oiled, get your breathing going. Oh my goodness, you're covering your bases. Okay, so here I am on the other leg now. The other leg's going to come down. Okay, use your chair anytime you need to. See this? So if you're not ready to get in the floor, and if you're telling me, if we got to this point and you're like freaking out right now, saying, oh, I can't get down there, then you're going to go to here, and then you're going to come back and take a breath, and then do it again. While anybody else who's doing this with me, while I am going to go ahead and get in the floor, you're going to keep doing this because you know why? Using your own body weight, and you're going into a down position until you're like, I can't, I'm gonna, you know, that's the strength I want you to work on right here, and then come back up and then do it again. I'm gonna go on down now, okay? But if you're not going to the floor, you do this a couple of times. See, I'm gonna come right down, just like that. I got my chair here if I need it. Big breath, yeah. Then what do I gotta do? I gotta get in the floor. So, tight tummy, drop your shoulders, put your hands here if you need to. Again, this is my hip replace side, this is my knee replace side. This is tighter. So I have to hip hinge. This is where a lot of people lose it. You start to round your back. You're gonna hurt your back. Don't round your back here. Your back is extended, you hip hinge. See this? This is stretching. Now, I'm going to bring my foot back. Yeah, now I'm on my hands and knees. You're good, okay? Take a big breath. And before I went down this way, now I'm gonna go down this way. Tight tummy. Drop your shoulder down. You let yourself down. So right here, many of you who are not gonna, you're going, I can do maybe 3 of these. This is where you're going to keep working. If you can't, you know, get yourself on down and it's hard for you to get to this position, you tighten your tummy and you press into the upper body and you lift yourself right to here. So you are lifting your own body weight from here. So now I'm going to go to the other side right there. That few inches, crucial. Drop your shoulder. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to push into the upper body. I'm going to tighten my tummy, and I'm going to push into the knee and push myself right to here. It is amazing to me how many people cannot do that move from the floor because they're too weak. This is what your training is right here then. If you're feeling that this is very challenging to you, you're going to be right here. Your shoulders are going to be down. You're not going to do this fast. Take a breath. Exhale. Push into the knee and your whole upper body. Then go to the other side. Okay? So you're going to keep doing this. Okay? That's your training. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead with anybody else. Roll. And I'm going to be into the floor right here. And then I'm going to come up the other side. I'm going to roll. So even the act of rolling like I'm doing right now, I can't even tell you how beneficial that is to your vestibular system, to all of your balance systems, that rolling. And here's the plus of doing it on the floor. You're not going to fall very far. I hope you're laughing at that sick joke. Okay? You have to laugh once in a while. So here I am. Now I'm going to get up either using the chair or putting my toes. And see, I couldn't even do this the other day. So that toe is healing. All right? I can pull my toes under here. Now they're very flexed. I'm going to tighten my tummy, drop my shoulders, drop my chin in, breath, exhale, knees off the floor, step in. You're right here in a down position. Put your elbows on your legs and you're up. And this time it was independently of the chair. Now, everybody's different. Some of you have to use a chair. Fine. Stay with me. That's 2. Okay? Take a rest. So I've stopped at 2 sticking points. For those of you who really are freaking out and thinking, I can't do that, you have to get strong in that move to enable you to get on down to do the others. So here we go. Again, I'm not doing this fast. Do this with me. We're here. I'm doing something that's, it's so incredibly important for you to be able to master this kind of skill and to be strong enough and mobile enough to get your little butt off the floor. Okay? Your own self. Step wide. I'm going to do it the other way. I'm switching. Okay, I'm not going down tandemly with both feet. I prefer that. I like it, but some people need to have this. You step back, and here's the first thing I would look at right now. Number 1, is your shoulders down? Is your ear over your shoulder? Yeah. Then I would look at your foot. Is your foot straight on? And if you want to make this really challenging to help to really push you, instead of being just a split stance at shoulder width right here, do a tandem split stance with your toes forward. Try to hang on that. That's going to be challenging. Then start bending that knee in the back. Okay? So you're stepped out here far enough. Here's the chair if you need it. Take a breath, and you're right in line, 1 foot over the other foot. And now I'm coming down, and I'm coming down. This has to bend. This is my knee that sticks. So I might have to go out a little bit more. See, I stepped out. Take a breath. I'm trying to do it without hands. And I made it without shattering my knee. Because you make your muscles do this. Some of you, if I stepped into your room right now, and myself, if we just did this right here, tighten your tummy, put your hand here or don't, and press and dig into those muscles and make yourself come off the floor in a split stance. Oh my goodness, if you just did that, see, I got so excited I got off balance, but I caught myself. See, that's the trick. You're going to always get off balance, but can you catch yourself? That's the point. Here I go. I'm going down. Right here is where some of you need to just stop and come back up because you're freaking out because you think you're going to hit the floor. Okay, I understand it, but you come down with control and you're in the down position. Then you've got to move this foot back. So you might have to, because this is very tight. This is my knee replacement. So I have to bend just a little at the hip, take it back and get on all fours. Yay! Okay, so while we're here, let's just take a moment. This is still in the first 5. Drop my shoulders, tuck my chin, do a little cat-cow. Okay, mad cat or cat-camel, I'll say that, cat-camel. Here we go. Way up with the shoulders, tighten in on the tummy. Then release the back and come down. Ooh, just do it once or twice, okay? Now you're ready. Now my propensity right now is to fold my preferred side under. So I'm gonna go to the non-preferred side again, okay? Because any of you, if I had all of you in the room together and I didn't say anything, and I said, okay, now go ahead and lay down on the floor, you would instinctively roll in to your preferred side. You know why? Because when I go to the here, this is my right arm. This is my preferred side. It's stronger. That's why. So I'm telling you, notice that. So I'm going to go against my instinct, and I'm going to go to the weaker side. So I'm right here, and you see my fist? Yeah, do your fist if your wrists are giving you heck, okay? And sometimes they will. So here I go. Now my whole body weight is on this arm, okay? It's pushing. And you come down, and you come down, okay? So there's the second sticking point. There's where some of you need to really work. Right here, you go down on one side, then you go down on the other side. You got to keep your shoulder down. You got to keep your elbow soft when you come back up. So if you can get to your hands and knees, oh my goodness, you have a ready-made program right there. And you'll say, well, how do I know when I'm getting better? Because you can do it smoother, and you can do it and not feel like you're going to die. That's how you know you're getting better. See how I'm showing you? Those of you who need to do this to strengthen your upper body. See, I'm just crawling right here. Keep my shoulders down, keep my elbows bent, and I'm easing myself into the floor so I don't just fall into the floor, okay? I'm doing it slowly, very methodically. Okay, take a breath. Okay, I'm gonna roll to my back, and then I'm gonna roll to my other side. All of this, all of these movement adjustments that you have to make, that I have to make, these are so crucial to functional fitness, okay? And it's just a matter of exactly what I was joking about. Throwing those chocolates in the floor that AJ brought me, and going around and picking them up and getting up. So here I am. I'm gonna come right here. So now I can either choose to go over and get up by the chair, split leg stance, or dual, both of them. See how I just put my toes under? Let me turn so you see what I'm doing. So I went from this to this. See that? I couldn't put my toe down last week. Now I'm able to get my toe down there. I don't have any pain on the toe, okay? So drop my shoulders, tighten in my tummy. I'm gonna push into my toes. Bring my knees up. Here's the third sticking point right here. And for some of us that are much weaker than we want to be, that third sticking point is where your core really, really comes into play, okay? So I think that's like third, maybe fourth. Kathy knows. I don't know if she's doing it with us, but anyway, we'll say, okay, we're going to keep going now. And I'll just talk about the sticking points. I'll just keep moving. So now I'm going to use my chair. I'm going to come down. Here's the first sticking point right here where some of you need to work at. I'm going to be here. Then I'm going to come right here, bring my leg down. Then here's the second sticking point. Turn to the side. This is my preferred side. Keep your elbows down. Keep them bent, shoulders down. Here we go, all the way down. Bring your legs in and roll to the other side. Here's that sticking point right here. Right here. Slow down, drop your shoulders, breath, and pull up to all fours, okay? Now put your toes under. Okay, I'm coming up with dual stance here. If you need to use a chair, do it. Here's the third sticking point right here. Drop your shoulders, take a breath. My toes are under. I'm going to push into my upper body and into my toes right there. But my stomach has to engage right here. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Then step into it. Then equalize. Then come up. Okay? Stay with me. I'm giving you lots of time to take just a little break, to take a breath. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that will look at what we're doing today, what is it? It's the acts, not act, of getting yourself down and back up off the floor. And we're at 4, I think that was 4. Okay, here we go, 5. I'm gonna go split stance. So here I am. I'm going to try not to use the chair, only if I need it just to kind of get me back on track. And I'm going to come down and come down and come down. I'm going to control the move, lower and lower and lower until you can softly get your knee on the floor. If you need to do it softly by using this, do it, but don't overuse it, is my point. Okay, breath. Here's my tight knee right here, my knee replacement. So here I am. Now this time I'm going to go on my non-preferred side. So I'm going to turn. Right here is where your whole body, upper body has to take it. Okay, down, take a breath. You're going to roll down right to here. Take a breath. So now this is a good time to come up and down. So we're at the 5th. I'm just kind of getting through all of the tight places. I'm just going to bring knee in, up, till I feel the stretch. Then come back in and down. Take a breath through your nose. Really stretch through that calf. Then down. I just did it twice. Then I'm going to turn. And here I'm coming up. Here's that third sticking point right here, where we tend to not have enough strength to handle our own body weight, right here. Drop your shoulders, breath. You can go to your fist or you can go to your whole open palm. Come up, you're on all fours. And I did split stance, so I'll get back up split stance, okay? So now I go to the other leg, I'm right here. Put my toes under, because I can put my other toe under now. Drop your shoulders, tighten tummy, yes. Breath, yes. Where's the pressure going to be? I can tell you that if you're doing wonky postural positions, you're going to make all kinds of weird adjustments, and that's not what I want you to do. I want you to get stronger in your legs and in your core, in your back, and in your upper body so that you can get up properly. My toe is pulled under, so it's very flexed. Tighten. I want to put pressure here and here, okay? If you can do it with no hands, yay, you've broken through. Most of us need to have something. Drop your shoulders, breath, use it a little. Push hard into the back foot. And then let your legs take over and get you up. Yeah, there you go, okay? Big breath. Now, what I'm going to do, we've got 5 more to go. I'm going to put a weight vest on. It's not my heaviest weight vest, even though it's the bigger one. The other one fits me better because it's more for a woman. This one is a guy's, but it's not loaded as heavy. Go figure. I hope you're laughing. Okay, so here's my weight vest. Okay, and I'm going to put it on figure out which way. And what I'm trying to do is to show you how heavy it is, number one, and that the act of getting into the floor with your own body weight, but especially when you add a weight vest, because it's a really good way, a rucking sack, a backpack, any of those items. You could do this if you went on a world trip and all you had was a backpack. Well, you have a ready-made system of strengthening if you have a backpack. Okay, so I'm cinching it and I'm bringing this around right like that. So it's nice. It's to my body, it's not slipping everywhere. Now I'm going to do 5 more. Okay, listen, I hope you're staying with me. Some of you are like, oh, I don't have time for this. She's not doing any of those weights yet. Oh my goodness, that would be so false. So here I am. Now I'm going to approach down for the next 5. I'm going to keep alternating from split leg stance to double leg, dual work. So now I've got about 15 pounds on me, I think. I need to measure it. I keep saying that, but I got to get me a scale. Okay, see this? Yeah, I'm going to go down. I got to get ready. All right, I'm going to come right down here and I'm going to walk myself out and I'm going to come to my hands and knees. So here I am. And actually, you know, I can feel the load, but it's not bad because I'm persisting at keeping good form. Okay, so now my toes are under. So listen, if some of you are thinking, oh, I don't have time for this, this ain't a dance class, but this work is going to make it so that you can dance better. Okay, and put anything in there that you want. Working at the computer, working out in the lawn, playing pickleball, doing whatever. You're going to be able to do it better because you did these 10, get down on the floor and back up. All right. So here I am. I'm going to go to my non-preferred side. But here's what I'm not going to do. I am not going to let my back go way down or way up. I'm going to keep it in neutral. I'm breathing through my nose. Now when I come to this point right here, whoa, get yourself down carefully, pull that arm under, roll, move so that you get back up. Just the little wiggling that I'm doing right now is a big deal when you're trying to manage yourself after like a surgery, or if you have to be in bed for some reason, you can't move really well. Very important. So here I am, keep my shoulder under. I'm going to come right to here. Now I've got to transfer weight from my hip to my upper body. So I got to be ready. Drop my shoulders, big breath, tighten my tummy. Right there, hands and knees. Put my toes in, dig my toes in. You can see my toes. Okay, big breath, tighten your tummy and exhale, and your knees are off the ground and you're gonna hold 1001, 1002, 1003, and then you're gonna step into it, equalize, and come up. Right this moment, is your gluteals tight? Answer me that. Yeah, this is all part of choosing to grab hold of your muscular system as you move through your day. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here. I think this is starting the 7th one. Okay, are you ready? Split stance. So the first thing that I see done when somebody does this is exactly what I'm doing right here. See how my toe went out? Don't let your toe go out. Don't bend in. Rib cage up. Pull that toe forward. You're in a split stance. Step back a little more if you need to. Use your chair lightly. Bend that knee, bend that knee, bend that knee. Come on down, so that when you come down softly. That's the trick. Okay, now I've got all this weight on me. Here's my stiff knee. So I'm going to use my hand here and my hand here. Tighten your tummy. Adjust so that you can lean and get that leg back. Okay, so here I am. Now I'm going to go to my preferred side. So I'm going to come right down here. I'm turning. My elbows are bent. Shoulders are down. I'm going to hesitate right here. 1001, 1002, 1003. Then I'm going to go right on down and right on down and right on down. So here I am. Here I am right here on the floor. Take a breath. Take a breath. You can stretch your legs or do whatever. Take one leg to the side, one leg to the side. Bring it in if you want to take a little break. Then ready, turn. You're going to put this hand down. Okay. And now is where I'm going to transfer from my sit down, where all the weight is, to my upper body. Stomach, quad. So here I am. Split your knees. Tighten the tummy. Come right up here. You're right up here. Excellent. Now, I started this at the chair because I'm rotating dual effort with the legs and split effort. So now I'm going to come up the other way. Toe is forward. Drop my shoulders. Put my toe underneath because I got to press through my foot. My foot has to have enough strength to get me up from there. Okay. So right here, use these surfaces lightly or not at all. Okay, drop your shoulders. You're gonna push into the front foot and push right here. Come up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and you're up. Yay! We've got only 3 more. Stay with me. Wide stance. Take a breath. Here I come. And here I come. So now I'm in a very bent, hip hinged position. My back is very extended. Keep my chin tucked. I'm going to turn to the side so you see what I'm doing. I'm going to come right down here. I'm going to curl myself right out. Put my knees down. Take a breath. This is a great time that if you wanted to go into a plank move, you could. We're staying on task though. So I'm going to turn, I'm going to turn the other side because I went down on my preferred side. So here I am right here. I can either use my fists or my wrists. I'm going to turn here. I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold 1, 2, 3, then down, then roll, 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 adjust, roll, adjust, pull. So when I say adjust, you are actually lifting your hips and you're moving around to get in position, to get your elbow under you so that you use your upper body strength to get you up, okay? So here I come. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath through your nose. Go to a neutral wrist. There's one of the sticking points. See, right here. See this? Right here. Man, am I doing work against this weight vest? You're doing work against your own body weight right here. If you just do that and then come back into it, take a breath, put your toes under. So I can't tell you how good it is to be able to do a flexed toe and not it hurt on my toe. Okay, drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy. I'm going to push into my feet right there. So here's the third sticking point. So if you just got to this point and you got to where you could do 2 or 3 sets of 10 of these moves, especially with a weight vest, let me tell you, if you do that, you're going to be sweating. Yeah, if you did that right there, did nothing else, just got to that point and did several of those to where you can do 2 sets of 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're on the last 2, I think. Okay, so I'm split stance again. So here I am. So it helps to go from split stance to both feet wide, okay? Okay, here you go. I'm coming down, coming down. I want to come down smoothly. I don't want to drop like a rock, in other words, okay? Keep your hip hinged, lean in. Let your leg go back. You're on your hands and knees now. This is a good time to do a cat camel gently. All right, here I go. I'm going to come down on my non-preferred side. See, I'm switching back and forth. So right here's the third sticking point, right here. Right here is where we've got to have a lot of upper body strength. Right there, okay? And then go back up. Push yourself back up against that weight. And if you don't have a weight vest on, your body weight is sufficient. I'm telling you, get to where you can do that. And then back down. Do 2 or 3, because we're going to go ahead and stay on task. Okay, now I'm going to roll. Right here. Adjust. See how I move my butt? Adjust. Come back around. And here I come to the third sticking point again on the other side. What a great program of just getting in the floor, rolling from side to side, getting up. Because now I have to get my elbow in. I have to drop my shoulders, have to tighten my tummy. I have to transfer my weight from back here to my upper body. So right here, big breath. Exhale as you lift. So breathe in. Exhale. And you're right here. Okay? Toes under. Right? Tight tummy. Elbow soft. Push. Here's the last sticking point. This one right here. And come back up. Which I'm sorry, that was the first sticking point. Okay? First, second, third. Take a big breath. Okay? Last time. Here we go. It's going to be a double stance, a dual effort. I've got about a 10, 15 pound weight, body weight. It might be more or less. I don't know. It's not less, but it might be more. I'm going to come down into here. I'm going to come back up. This is our last one. So I'm going to use this weight. Okay. I'm going to push my hips back. I've got a solid stance and it's wide. Okay. And I'm simulating one of the basic moves that we got to be able to be strong in. Like some people call it just a squat. Some people call it a frog squat. Okay. I bring my legs in and call it a fold. You got to be able to move. When you do this, just against your own body weight, look, I would be standing in front of you looking at your back, and I would be looking at your knees. Don't let them come in. Don't let them go wide. They got to stay right here. And I would do that a couple of times if I had a big weight on. See? Now I'm going to come right on down. I'm going to come right on down. And I'm going to come right on down. So I'm on a hands and knees situation. By the way, this is our last one. This would be, if you did nothing else today, this would be where you would take a little pause and you would actually do a little crawl. And you would be very, very mindful of your body position in your back, especially and in your shoulders. Now, this kind of motion does not bother my knee. It might bother yours. Okay? So, do it if you can. And if you can't, then you would go into a bear crawl. You know what that is? You come up here, bring your knees up, and you're on your toes, and you would be doing this. See this? Don't take your toes out. So if the knees bother you, then you would do it this way. Okay? So I'm just giving you little ideas of how to get stronger so that you handle your own body weight. Because you know what? If you get down to that position, you have no choice. You got to get back up. And, you can't just put a weight down because you got it with you. Okay, here I go. I'm going to put my hand here. Split knee, press, come up. I'm on my own body weight. I'm going to put my toes in again. Push back. So this is where I'm going to really work my core. Drop your shoulders. Toes are in. I'm going to bring the knees up and hover, hover, hover. Breath. hover, keep your shoulders down, breath, breath, step in, come up, right here, and then come up. Now listen, we just completed 10. Get in the floor and get back up. Yeah, I went around the bush a little bit, but you gotta admit, I tried to stay on task. I didn't go off too much. I could have gone off in several different ways for positional moves with that, but I didn't. Okay, strength work day has already been underway. I have a weight vest on. You can have a backpack on, cinch it at your waist, you're fine. So I've got myself 2-inch grace period right here. See that? So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna pick up my weights. You have weights. So I'm gonna pick up a medium. So anytime I go past 6, then it starts going into medium. So it could be 8, 9, 10, 12, those are mediums. So I'm gonna persist at that. So I'm gonna stay right here and I'm gonna touch down right here. I'm not gonna sit. So I'm gonna stand here with my feet at almost a normal width, a little, just right at my chair legs. And I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna push my butt back and I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna tap the back of my legs, okay? So mind you, I have about 15 pounds strapped on my back, and then I have a 9-pound and a 9-pound. If you get to where you can just do this, and you're tapping, you're going 1001, 1002, 1003, and then you come up, and you do this 2 sets of 10, you're gonna be a better bowler. You're gonna be a better hiker. You're gonna be a better sewer, because you're gonna have strength in your core, in your postural muscles, everywhere. So let's do this a couple more times, okay? I didn't say how many, did I? Here we go. First of all, you hip hinge, okay? When you hip hinge, you say rib cage up, shoulders down, take a breath, exhale. You're right here, you're gonna hold it. Your backs of your legs are touching that pad. 1, 2, 3, stay with me. 4, you should be in your heels, Hold it, breath, 6, breath, 7, go into your heels. 8, 9, one more. 10, come back up. Take a big breath. Yeah. Now what I want you to do with your hands right now, if I had a magic wand and could make you grip it, I would have you gripping it the whole time we're doing this. Okay, your butt's tight. Now I'm gonna release the butt. I'm gonna hip hinge, drop my chin, drop my shoulders, big breath, go into there. The backs of my legs are touching that pillow. 1, 2, 3, go into your heels. 3, 4, come all the way down. Tap, all the way down. Breath, keep your chin tucked. Keep in contact with the back of your legs. Stay in contact and come back up. Woo! Take a big deep breath. Now I'm gonna bring these weights right here. I'm gonna hip hinge. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna sit on that 2-inch high pad. Yes. Now I'm gonna finish some upper body work while I manage my own body weight, or in my case, my body weight and a vest. This is very doable, but you have to be very mindful of your hip hinging, okay? As you do this move, down and then back, you're opening and closing at your hip hinge. And when you open and close, keep your shoulders down, you keep your rib cage up, and you're rocking from heels, and now you're going into the midfoot right here with just a little slight pressure, okay? So once I'm doing this, now I'm gonna open, I'm gonna bring these weights right down here, I'm gonna do a second set on my bicep curl. So this time, instead of hammer curl, I'm gonna turn it. Now I'm gonna come up, but I'm gonna open back. See how I'm opening back just a little? Take a big deep breath. Exhale. So you're gonna go all the way down, all the way to the fingertips, then pull that into your palm, and then pull up. Take a breath. Let it go all the way to the palm. Drop your shoulders, then pull it into the palm, bring it all the way up. Here we go, back down. Here we go, back up. Yeah, breath. All the way, pull, pull, pull. And if you've picked a medium weight, then you have to do several to start feeling the muscle talking to you. That is what I mean by reaching a stage called a catabolic position in your muscle and bone, where your muscle and bone is getting the message that, oh my goodness, they are loading so much that we have to start producing bone. We have to start producing a little more muscle, because if this old gal or this old guy persists at this kind of a move, we gotta have a little more muscle. We gotta have a little more bone. It ain't gonna happen if you're only doing 2-pound weights, okay? You got to get into medium weight so that you can do the whole move correctly. Okay, my shoulders are down, my elbows are right at my waist. Okay, I'm rocking in, but as I rock back and I pull right into here, take a big deep breath, keep your tummy tight. I've got just a couple more breaths. Okay, now we're gonna do the third set with the same stance as we did at the first part. So I'm gonna go into a stand up right here. And when I go down, I'm not gonna do a hammer, I'm gonna do a bicep curl, but my backs of my legs are gonna be touching that, okay? So get your feet correct, drop your shoulders, take a breath, hip hinge, come right down here. The backs of your legs have to touch. Now bicep, pull, breath, pull, breath, pull. Big breath, big breath. Make sure your legs are touching that pillow. Pull. Back is very extended. Pull. Okay, stay with me. 3 more. Stay with me. Touch the back of your legs. Touch them. And come back up. Nice. Okay, put those weights up. But we're not going to walk away from it. I guess we are. It's 10:31. I'm glad you're having fun. So here's the deal. As somebody who has been doing all this stuff for a long time, getting down in the floor correctly, several different positions, and getting back up, paying attention to those sticking points is the best thing you can do on a day-to-day basis to keep your independence. And I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. Really, I try not to lie. And some of you are laughing. Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing.